Good and evil actions. Good karma created by wholesome path, such as practicing of the 5 precepts, and the 10 wholesome deeds, which will result in happiness. Good karmas are deeds that lead to birth in the Pure Land. According to the Dharmapada Sutra, the Buddha taught not to do evil, to do good, to purify one's mind. This is the teaching of the Buddhas. Kusala karmas or good deeds will help a person control a lot of troubles arising from his mind. Inversely, if a person does evil deeds, he will receive bad results in this life and the next existence, which are suffering. Unwholesome deeds include the following, but not limited to: greed, anger, stupidity, arrogance, doubt, improper views, killing living things, stealing, or taking what is not given, sexual misconduct, and wandering thoughts. According to the path of purification, 10 unwholesome deeds are both unprofitable action and courses that lead to unhappy destinies. Killing living things, taking what is not given, sexual misconduct, false speech, malicious speech, harsh speech, gossip, covetousness, ill will, and wrong view. Zen Master Philip Kapleau wrote, in The Awakening to Zen, in classical Buddhism, actions are not termed good or bad, but rather skillful or unskillful. Skillful actions are those that arise from an awareness of unity, or not separation. Such actions, not overly bound by attachment to thoughts of self and other, are spontaneous, wise, and compassionate. Unskillful actions, on the other hand, grow out of the unwholesome roots of greed, hatred or anger, and delusion. As the primary delusion is that of self and other, thoughts and actions that arise from such condition of separation, of separateness we might say, tend to be reactive and self-protective. They can hardly form the basis of skillful life, that is, creative and fulfilling. For example, think of the first item of good character: not to kill but to cherish all life. It is not possible to commit murder unless the thought to take a life has arisen. One must have already seen a person as separate from oneself, and one's own self-interest to conceive of him or her as someone to be killed. Out of this seed of separation, this thought in the mind, the deed can happen. Killing is the outward expression of a mind dominated by separation, specifically by anger or hatred. Deeds are thoughts made manifest from unskillful thoughts. Unskillful or pain-producing acts arise. Almost all action proceeds from thought. 10 meritorious deeds in Buddhist point of view. According to Most Venerable Narada, Theravada Buddhism, there are 10 kinds of good karma, or meritorious actions which may ripen in the sense sphere. The first good deed is generosity or charity. Charity yields wealth. The second good deed is morality. Morality gives birth in noble families and in states of happiness. The third good deed is meditation. Meditation gives birth in realms of form and formless realms. The fourth good deed is reverence. Reverence is the cause of noble parentage. The fifth good deed is service. Service produces larger retinue. The sixth good deed is transference of merit. Transference of merit acts as a cause to give in abundance in future births. The seventh good deed is animadana, rejoicing in others' good actions and praising others' good work. Rejoicing in others' merit is productive of joy wherever one is born. Rejoicing in others' merit is also getting praise to oneself. The eighth good deed is hearing the doctrine. Hearing the Dhamma is conducive to wisdom. The ninth good deed is expounding the doctrine. Expounding the Dhamma is also conducive to wisdom. The 10th good deed is straightening one's own views by 2 parts. Taking the 3 refuges results in the destruction of passions, and mindfulness is conducive to diverse forms of happiness. According to the Mahayana Buddhism, there are 10 meritorious deeds, or the 10 paths of good action. The first good deed is to abstain from killing, but releasing beings is good. The second good deed is to abstain from stealing. But giving is good. The third good deed is to abstain from sexual misconduct. But being virtuous is good. The fourth good deed is to abstain from lying. But telling the truth is good. The fifth good deed is to abstain from speaking double-tongued, two-faced speech. But telling the truth is good. The sixth good deed is to abstain from hurtful words, abusive slander. But speaking loving words is good. The seventh good deed is to abstain from useless gossiping, but speaking useful words. The eighth good deed is to abstain from being greedy and covetous. The ninth good deed is to abstain from being angry, but being gentle is good. The 10th good deed is to abstain from being attached, devoted to wrong views, but understand correctly is good. According to the Vimalakirti Sutra, Chapter 10, the Buddha of the Fragrant Land, Vimalakirti said to bodhisattvas of the fragrant land as follows: As you have said, the bodhisattvas of this world have strong compassion, and their lifelong works of salvation for all living beings surpass those done in other pure lands during hundreds and thousands of eons. Why? Because they achieved 10 excellent deeds, which are not required in other pure lands. What are these 10 excellent deeds? They are: the first good deed is using charity, dana, to succor the poor. The second good deed is using precept-keeping, sila, to help those who have broken the commandments. The third good deed is using patient endurance, ksanti, to subdue their anger. The fourth good deed is using zeal and devotion, virya, to cure their remissness. The fifth good deed is using serenity, dhyana, to stop their confused thoughts. The sixth good deed is using wisdom, prajna, to wipe out ignorance. The seventh good deed is putting an end to the 8 distressful conditions for those suffering from them. The eighth good deed is teaching Mahayana to those who cling to Hinayana. The ninth good deed is cultivation of good roots for those in want of merits. The 10th good deed is using the 4 bodhisattva winning devices for the purpose of leading all living beings to their goals in bodhisattva development. 10 evil actions in Buddhist point of view. All karmas are controlled by the threefold deed: body, speech, and mind. 3 deeds of the body, 4 deeds of the mouth, and 3 deeds of the mind. There are 3 evil karmas on action of the body, kaya karma. The first evil action of the body is killing. Killing means to take the life of any beings, including human or animal. Killing means the destruction of any living being, including animals of all kinds. To complete the offense of killing, 5 conditions are necessary: a being, consciousness that it is a being, intention of killing, effort of killing, and consequent death. The second evil action of the body is stealing. All forms of acquiring for oneself that which belongs to another. To complete the offense of stealing, 5 conditions are necessary: property of other people, consciousness that it is stealing, intention of stealing, effort of stealing, and consequent stealing. The third evil action of the body is sexual misconduct. All forms of sex indulgence, by action or thoughts wants. To complete the offense of sexual misconduct, 3 conditions are necessary: intent to enjoy the forbidden object, efforts of enjoyment of the object, and possession of the object. The evil karma of speech is the mightiest. We must know that evil speech is even more dangerous than fire, because fire can only destroy all material possessions and treasures of this world. But the fierce fire of evil speech not only burns all the 7 treasures of enlightened beings and all virtues of liberation, but it will also reflect on the evil karma vipaka in the future. There are 4 evil karmas on action of the mouth, vak karma. The first evil action of the speech is lying. To complete the offense of lying, 4 conditions are necessary: untruth, intention to deceive, effort of lying, and communication of the matter to others. The second evil action of the speech is insulting or coarsing abusive language. The third evil action of the speech is gossiping and frivolous chattering. The fourth evil action of the speech is to slander, or speak with a double tongue, or to speak ill of one friend to another. There are three evil karmas on action of the mind, mora's karma. First, greed or covetousness. Second, hatred or loss of temper, profanity. And third, ignorance. According to the Theravada Buddhism, there are 10 evil actions. All karmas are controlled by the threefold deed: body, speech, and mind. 3 deeds of the body, 4 deeds of the mouth, and 3 deeds of the mind: killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, slandering, harsh language, greed, ill will, and wrong views. First, taking the life of any beings, including human or animal. Killing means the destruction of any living being, including animals of all kinds. To complete the offense of killing, 5 conditions are necessary: a being, consciousness that it is a being, intention of killing, effort of killing, and consequent death. Second, stealing, all forms of acquiring for oneself that which belongs to another. To complete the offense of stealing, 5 conditions are necessary: property of other people, consciousness that it is stealing, intention of stealing, effort of stealing, and consequent stealing. Third, sexual misconduct, including all forms of sex indulgence, by action or thoughts wants. To complete the offense of sexual misconduct, 3 conditions are necessary: intent to enjoy the forbidden object, efforts of enjoyment of the object, and possession of the object. Fourth, lying or telling lie. To complete the offense of lying, 4 conditions are necessary: untruth, intention to deceive, effort, and communication of the matter to others. Fifth, slandering, to slander or speak with a double tongue, or to speak ill of one friend to another. To complete the offense of slandering, 5 conditions are necessary: division of people, intention to separate people, effort of division, and communication. Sixth, harsh language. The effects of harsh language are being detested by others although blameless. To complete the offense of harsh language, 3 conditions are necessary: someone to be abused, angry thought, and using abusive or harsh language. Seventh, frivolous talk. And the effects of frivolous talk are disorderliness of the bodily organs and unacceptable speech. To complete the offense of frivolous talk, 2 conditions are necessary: inclination towards frivolous talk, and speaking of frivolous talk. The evil karma of speech is the mightiest. We must know that evil speech is even more dangerous than fire, because fire can only destroy all material possessions and treasures of this world. But the furious fire of evil speech not only burns all the 7 treasures of enlightened beings and all virtues of liberation, but it will also reflect on the evil karma vipaka in the future. 8th, greed or covetousness. To complete the offense of covetousness, 2 conditions are necessary: another's property and desire for another's property. 9th, ill will. To complete the offense of ill will, 2 conditions are necessary: another being and intention of doing harm. 10th, false view, which means seeing things wrongly, without understanding what they truly are. To complete this false view, 2 conditions are necessary: perverted manner in which an object is viewed, and misunderstanding of the object, according to that wrong view. Therefore, the Buddha taught, devout Buddhists should always remember in mind the followings: not to kill, not to steal, not to fornicate, not to lie, not to polish your words for personal advantages, not to slander nor double-tongued, not to use harsh speech, not be of evil speech, not to crave, desire, greed, not to be angry, and not to be ignorant, stupid, or wrong views. According to the Sigalaka Sutra, there are 4 causes of evil actions. First, evil action springs from attachment. Second, evil action springs from ill will. Third, evil action springs from ignorance. Fourth, evil action springs from fear. Thus the Buddha further taught, if the Aryan disciple does not act out of attachment, ill will, folly or fear, he will not do evil from any one of the four above-mentioned causes. In the Dharmapada Sutra, the Buddha taught, the evildoer grieves in this world and in the next. He grieves in both. He grieves and suffers when he perceives the evil of his own deeds. The virtuous man rejoices in this world, and in the next. He is happy in both worlds. He rejoices and delights when he perceives the purity of his own deeds. The evil man suffers in this world, and in the next. He suffers everywhere. He suffers whenever he thinks of the evil deeds he has done. Furthermore, he suffers even more when he has gone to a woeful path. The virtuous man is happy here in this world, and he is happy there in the next. He is happy everywhere. He is happy when he thinks of the good deeds he has done. Furthermore, he is even happier when he has gone to a blissful path. Even an evildoer sees good as long as evil deed has not yet ripened. But when his evil deed has ripened, then he sees the evil results. Even a good person sees evil as long as his good deed has not yet ripened. But when his good deed has ripened, then he sees the good results. Do not disregard small good, saying, it will not matter to me. Even by the falling of drop by drop, a water jar is filled. Likewise, the wise man gathers his merit little by little. Some are born in a womb. Evildoers are reborn in hells. The righteous people go to blissful states. The undefiled ones pass away into nirvana. Neither in the sky, nor in mid-ocean, nor in mountain cave, nowhere on earth, where one can escape from the consequences of his evil deeds. A fool does not realize, when he commits wrong deeds, by his own deeds the stupid man is tormented, like one is lighting fires wherein he must be burnt one day.